Magic 98.1 is your home for UGA Bulldog football. Now to the Scana Energy Stage. Here's Neil Hondo Williamson.
Hello from Jacksonville, where today our top-ranked Bulldogs will do battle with longtime arch rival, the Florida Gators, for the 101st time since 1904. In 25 of their previous gridiron meetings, fully 25% of all games played between these schools, Vince Dooley headed the UGA squad, winning 17 times, losing only 7, and tying once. As you know by now, it is a day of mourning in the Bulldog Nation. Yesterday, we lost Vincent Joseph Dooley at the young age of 90. On September 4th, Coach Dooley celebrated the start of his 10th decade on this mortal coil. He was feted with boisterous fan appreciation, both that weekend at the Oregon game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and then again between the hedges the following Saturday when the Dogs took to, not so coincidentally, Dooley Field as defending national champions for the first time in 41 years. Georgia had, of course, last captured the crown under Coach Dooley's leadership in 1980. By now, there are likely articles aplenty available online that catalog Coach Dooley's storied life, his storybook marriage to dear Barbara, as well as his myriad accomplishments as a father, grandfather, football player, coach, administrator, U.S. Marine, author, historian, horticulturist, and more. For the handful of us who man this broadcast, Coach Dooley was much more than the literal man myth described above, and that he is to so many in Georgia and across the football biosphere. To us, he was a dear friend and mentor, and, well, how much time do you have? The role he played in our lives was significant, to say the least. So today, as Coach Dooley surely would have insisted, we in the Bulldog radio family, despite our sense of deep loss, will suit up and we will play our positions with passion and pride. We will perform our duties with heavy hearts, but also with souls that spill over, enriched by the good fortune we have had to know, love, and spend a good deal of our lives with Vince Dooley as a part. So thank you for listening today. Thank you in advance for empathizing with our heartache, the void that we may express on what is usually a program filled with lively banter and expert football insights. And thank you equally as much for understanding when we get caught up in the fervor of today's task, this enviable position we get to live out every autumn Saturday. So if today you hear our excitement prior to or during today's SEC battle, don't imagine for a nanosecond that we're forgetful of or irreverent to Coach Dooley's passing. Rather, join with us as we shed some tears and share some memories while simultaneously expressing enthusiasm and eager anticipation for this annual Jacksonville affair. And once the hitting starts, watch us vibrantly communicate the scintillating action that Coach Dooley loved, that brought him into our lives, the love of college football that binds us all, Bulldogs and Gators, the living and the dead. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with Lauren Smith, Scott Howard, Eric Zier, DJ Shockley on the Bulldogs Radio Network.
Never!